Ajmad, how do you deal with uncertainty and volatility specific to your industry? How are you able to thrive through those twists and turns when you don't have it figured out?
I think having a set of founders around you that are going through similar challenges is super, super useful. So, that's why, a big reason why Silicon Valley works as a place is because, you can go out on the street and find another founder. And so it's a really great community, and I've gotten a lot out of doing that. But you could also do it on a WhatsApp group or a Signal channel, whatever. Just get a group of people around the same stage as you. Doesn't have to be the same industry. All the founders go through the same stuff, through the same emotions, through the same ups and downs, through the same crappy investors or crappy customers, what have you. And so being able to immediately go out and talk to a friend and getting some advice gets you out of that over-analysis paralysis, and makes it a lot easier. And it's frankly, with a community, it's a lot more fun to be doing that sort of stuff. So really surround yourself with people you look up to.
I love that idea that there's community and support, but have you ever had people want to give you community support and direction, but they were steering you off course?
But what?
Maybe a family member.
Oh, okay. And what do you say?
But they're giving you advice from never actually having done what you're doing.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of armchair philosophers out there. And, I would say that's like the number one skill you learn as a founder. I talked earlier about trusting your gut instinct. There's so much bad advice out there. It's probably 90% of the advice is bad. Even good advice becomes stale. If an investor's been an operator in the .com era, most of their advice is already stale. And so being able to discern, as a founder, you just get massive amount of information. Being able to parse through that and figuring out what is the good information and what is the bad or misinformation, and kind of being able to throw that away. But also just being chill about it. You don't have to be mean about it or anything like that. If your father wants to give you a piece of advice that's irrelevant, just smile and nod your head.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Martin, how do you manage your time and energy as a busy leader? Meaning on the outside, sometimes it looks like all anyone does is work and they're working around the clock. Is that what it actually is like?
I mean, we realized it very early on that building a big company is not a sprint, but it's a marathon. So you need to deal with yourself. You need to set some certain routines. Of course, you can do a few all-nighters, but you can't do that all the time. So you need to balance out. We've tried to get 8 hours sleep from second year onwards, and then really keep that. And also going out, doing sports, trying to hang out a bit with friends to get your stress off. I think this is really, really important, and the whole mental mindset and things as well, so that what do you believe, what do you scare of, what we discussed today as well. So I think this, I would also say, is one of the biggest maybe game changers, which founders are making it and which are breaking it. So trying to set that early on, I think this is crucial. And I've had tough times as everyone, and also, but you have supportive system, your family, your friends, as the community, in a sense, who can help you and give advice, give a boost. I think then you can get through it. And again, if you have a good mission, step by step you move towards that, it gives you energy.
Thank you. And Kush and Dilip, I'm going to ask you both the same question. If you could both please answer. What are you most excited or looking forward to in your business for the future?
I think when you see things start clicking, and that excites you. So the time for us to build our first 100, and the time to build the next 300, and then we see how it is happening, how it's growing, and how the consumer love keeps at it. So I think the more our brands become loved, so we keep it very simple. So we say most loved, most ordered, most profitable. So we first focus on the customer love, and the more we love we get, the more energy we get to make it bigger. And we keep getting emails across the world. They want to take a Rebel franchisee. They want Rebel to come to the city. They want their brand to be in that city. So I think customer loves is what makes us keep at it and grow.
Excellent.
For us, I mean, look at this event, right? It's just looking at the level of globalization. It makes us excited because when we started the company, that thesis wasn't fully there. I remember talking to investors and they'd be like, how big is the market? And now it's just kind of very obvious that a lot of these markets are interconnected. It's not just one specific region or specific country. So the level of globalization for us is something we're super excited about. We just launched cross-border payments, especially for Latin America, which is very hard to do, moving money out of Brazil, Colombia, Mexico. So again, that's more from a product and company perspective, but also I think it's a really good time to hire because there's a lot of good talent out there. And so from a company culture and people perspective, that's what we're most excited about, which is just up-leveling a little bit across the board to kind of get ready for the next few years.
Thank you for that. Unfortunately, we're getting a big sign right now that our time is up. So would you please join me in thanking these gentlemen for dropping these gems with us today? Thank you.